Everything's working. Then we'll get to it. Gotta have different things on here. Hold on. All right, I think we should be good. Guys, let me know if you guys can hear me. What's going on, everybody? We are live right now. It's going to discuss what's going on with the team right now. Last 3 days have not been fun. I can tell you right now, I developed quite a few headaches from the games in Milwaukee. They were not fun at all. But we do have news that Francisco Alvarez will be being called up. And obviously that's because Omar Narváez will be going down with an injury, and he's most likely going to miss at least 2 months with a calf strain. So lots to discuss here, especially with, the whole series that we saw in Milwaukee. It's lots of stuff to talk about, shall we say. And I can't say that every single thing is going to be positive. So I'm going to roll the intro here and we'll get started. I should have my co-host joining me in a few minutes, but all right, well, before we get started here, just want to let everybody know, hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Like the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. All of that is free, so there's no reason why to not do it. But other than that, Mets just got swept in Milwaukee. Offense looked anemic for the first 2 games in that series. They looked completely dead. It woke up a little bit, but then the bullpen kind of shattered. Drew Smith doing his Drew Smith thing, hanging a slider right down the middle, and the perennial Met killer Jesse Winker taking it to the gap and tying the game, and then it kind of just unraveled there. But so definitely not the ideal series that you wanted coming out of Milwaukee, a team that we know that the Mets could definitely compete against. We know that the Mets could definitely beat a team like that, and they didn't. They have not really had much success in Milwaukee recently. Since that ballpark is opened, apparently the Mets have not really fended well there. So whatever. I'd say you can say that that's pretty much the history for a lot of different stadiums that the Mets, go to once a year. But yeah, I'm beyond frustrated, and yeah, I've talked about a lot of this so far, of a lot of the concerns that we've had with the offense, and I really hope that this does help. I hope that Francisco Alvarez is a help here, but I'm not full on establishing that he is going to be the savior of this offense. He has the ceiling to be one of those guys who could protect Alonso in the lineup and could hit for power. And, I just, we'll see what happens. Where's the tub Rhino? Here he is. There you go. There's the cue. So Alvarez is back for part 2. We know he got such a chance to play last year. It was such a fortunate experience last year. So, how do you feel about this? Is this a need?
Nah, man, the Mets plan that they wanted a bunch of guys to just hit the ball on the ground, so Alvarez doesn't fill that void. So I think this is a definite downgrade for the Mets.
We should have saved that rant from last night that we were having together.
Oh God,
for here.
That was good. But again, it's a necessity with Narvaez now out at minimum 2 months. He better play. That's all I got to say. If Tomas Nido's playing 70% of the games and he's only getting barely 30, if he's here, either at the DH spot or behind the plate, he needs to be in the lineup right now. So everyone's been saying, I saw some people talk about it. He might start tomorrow because he's catching McGill a lot. And then have Nido catch Senga and who's on Sunday? Carrasco, no.
Carrasco,
whatever. But I mean,
yeah, I guess it's Carrasco.
Carrasco on Sunday. So I mean, I know we're facing a lefty. I think on Saturday, which again that would be that's with Senga on the mound. I don't know if he would catch Senga, but again, it's power. He's already has 2 homers in Syracuse, so it's already a bonus. But again,
A lot of strikeouts in Syracuse too.
Strikeouts, we gotta love strikeouts. Not like the way of baseball is just fat nukes and strikeouts. Do we care about this? Let's pass the baton around, hit a bunch of 40-mile-an-hour singles. No, just give me the fat nukes.
I think it'll pretty much even out because the Mets are first in lowest strikeout rate. So I think we have enough of those.
Yeah.
And this type of offense and this type of stuff, it's changed now, especially with the shift and the shift going away, and a lot of different things going in and out now of how this game is kind of just evolved into a more of a power man's game. And we've just talked about this constantly. I like when players use the whole field, but
no, you don't.
I'm definitely leaning towards the pull the damn ball now, because it's just, I mean, at this point, you just need that. That's literally where the that's literally where the preset is at. You need to pull the ball now. And that just makes Brett Beatty obsolete. He should just be traded. But I think that Alvarez, hopefully that this helps, and that's what I'm really hoping. But I'm not ready for him to be the caregiver yet, and I don't think that it's just going to be like that. In the middle of the lineup, I hope that he's batting. I hope that they start off and say he's going to be batting 5th right behind Alonso.
He's not.
He's not going to. They're going to just put him 8th or whatever, because the catcher traditionally used to bat 8.
And Buck doesn't like kids, and we all know Buck hates kids, so he's going to bat him 9th or 8th.
Yeah, it's too old of a team. Need power. They better play Alvarez. I hope so, man. I really hope so. It's just the stubbornness. I don't really understand it, but whatever.
But hey,
we
got a bunch of nice guys with some singles. This is what they want. Nice guys with singles that give you good ABs, tough ABs, unless your name's Eduardo Escobar. But again, this is not. I wouldn't say surprising, because again, he's the only other catcher on the 40-man, so kind of made sense if one of them's going down. He was the one call away, but it's cool. Again, he has to play. That's my main thing. You can't just call him up and sit him on the bench. If that, then just bring up Michael Perez, DFA somebody, and put Perez on the roster if you're not going to play the kid. Like, it's that simple. If he's up here, either as the DH or behind the plate. And again, I don't care about the defensive Nito at this point. Give him the everyday job at this. I get it. The value of defensively, I get it, all that shit. If he's up here, put him behind the plate and leave him there.
He should be playing every day, whether it is. He should be playing every single day, whether it is being the catcher or being the DH. I think that if you want to put your extra bat in the lineup against righties, where Vogelbach's the DH and he's the catcher, there you go. Against lefties, Alvarez can be the DH and Nito can be the catcher. Like, there's just no real reason why a bat like this shouldn't be in the lineup. If you're going to, you just can't manipulate someone like you can't manipulate your number one prospect. It just can't happen.
And again, I'm sitting here watching Jordan Walker just hitting 110 missiles all over the place. I'm like, yeah, why can't I have that? I got 2 guys that can do that.
He's pulling the ball.
I'm like, why can't I get that? But no, I got to watch Tommy Pham get ABs and Daniel Vogelbach get ABs while, Beatty and Alvarez are just hitting missiles all over the place.
And pitching, I mean, it's going to settle down, but pitching has just been kind of, in terms of command, it's been fucking awful. So someone's going to make a mistake, and you have the opportunities to drive the damn thing over the wall, and they're not doing that. Respect Tommy Pham.
He's just a guy. He's not special. He's just a guy.
Listen, he's just there. I mean, yes, he's there to hit lefties, sure, but like I need some kind of bat there that's like emphasis. If you're gonna give me the level of Tommy Pham as my DH, I'm not. That doesn't strike in fear.
No.
behind Alonso. So
Well, I mean, that does strike a little bit of fear because he will kick your, he will fight people. So at least like that's a little bit of fear. But in the batter's box,
yeah, because everyone fears Ben Harper on the Rangers.
but again, he's been okay.
But
I'm not like, oh my god, Tom.
he's been fine. But I'm not riding a wave of a bench player.
No, I'm not
like, you know
going
what I mean?
crazy.
Like I'm not going to do that. Like I know what he's there to do. It's kind of like the same thing with Guillorme. As much as I'll make my memes about him and hype beast him as much as I can. Like we know what he's there for.
Shut up.
Like we know what Guillorme is there for. Yeah. He's a glove, and he's a guy who could start one every 6 days and bat ninth. That's literally all he's there for. Like, that's literally all he's there for. So, like, I don't know. Would I rather have Danny Mendick here instead of Guillorme? That might be a debate to have. But, yeah. Guillorme is I mean, the beard could probably give it away. But
that might be racist, but you know, we'll let that slide. But again,
I don't think they should be relying on Guillorme as much as they do. But Buck really likes him for some reason, probably more than me now.
But hey, again, this team was perfect though. It won 101 games, and its biggest offseason offensive acquisition was Tommy Pham, and we just thought, hey, it would translate again. 101 wins, and little bit of a reality check. That luck does not transfer over. But again, hey, we're a good team. We're a good team, right? That's what we do.
Well, let's not say that this it's over.
The season's over.
We've only played 7 games.
Okay, when was the first time we got swept last year? We've already been swept second series of the year. Season's over. Season's over.
Well, remember 2019 we got swept in Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee. I never want to play Milwaukee ever again. I don't know what's up with that ballpark, but they just. It is funny that they clinched the playoffs.
Clinched there.
Yeah, that makes
that's
one of their 3 wins.
And I'm pretty sure the Brewers clinched against us there the year before.
Mm-hmm. I just never want to see it again. That they better just what I want, blow it up at the deadline, Milwaukee. I don't want to see you ever again. Just blow it up. Trade Jesse Winker to literally
all that series showed me is that the Mets need to move something for Jesse Winker, but that's something down the line.
They can just sign him in the offseason. It's free agent. Again, a part of that great outfield class. So
no, you got to give up a prospect or two.
Nah,
it has to happen.
Got to give up.
You have to take the tough way out. That's just how it's going to work.
Can't just call him in the offseason. Hey, you want to be our DH? Cool. You want to be an actual good left-handed DH? Cool. Come on down.
You have to cry and pry. That's what you got to do. You make it as difficult as you can, because as much as you want to push to sign one of these bats who actually can hit the fucking ball over the fence,
they won't get it. No, they're gonna probably. Who's like a mediocre free agent? No, next year they'll still be like, our big offseason acquisition. They'll finally sign Profar. Like, we're gonna sign Profar now.
Because he's hit 15 home runs before.
Exactly, he's literally just switching Mark Cannon.
Yeah. It's like basically the Vogelbach, where he's got power to hit 30, but he doesn't, and then he's hit 15 before,
He's hit 15 before. Bro, Vlad has completely off topic.
One that establishes one in the books. That would be nice.
Completely off topic, but about nukes, bro. Vlad homered it against the Royals. He had a cookie middle in. He just pulled his hands in and just golfed one out of it, almost into the fountains. I was like, holy hell, that was a bomb.
Didn't the Mets have a chance to sign Vladdy?
It was under the Wilpon regime, so I doubt it.
I thought he was we were one of his finalists.
Somebody, I think the Padres made a trade with Toronto to help them get the money for Vlad. I think if I remember that correctly. I think the Padres made a deal with the Blue Jays for international pool money or some shit like that.
Yeah, these jersey patches are horrendous.
I haven't seen what the Mets one look. I know the Mets have one, but I haven't seen what it looks like yet. But again, I complained about it in the NHL when I put them on the helmets, and I'm like, oh yeah, forget about them. But I don't.
Mets have only won 3 games in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they suck.
7 years.
Yeah.
Mauricio.
Bro,
I'm kind of interested to see what they do with him.
Bro, they should have just traded McNeil for Luis Castillo and then given second base to Ronnie Mauricio. But it's okay.
I don't know. He might fit. He might fit into this era of baseball now, man. He might have a place here.
God, Luis.
Possible he does.
God, Luis Castillo, so good.
Like he could be a switch hitting third baseman for us. Get the other fucker out of here.
No, just put him at DH. He's gonna be just put him at DH and leave him there. Switch hitting DH, or just make him a full time
and
lefty.
Put Francisco Alvarez at DH and put Mark Vientos at DH. Put Brett Beatty
Mark
at DH.
Vientos.
Just a bunch of
Mark Vientos is out of here, bro. Get the dude. Dude sucks. Like, can we?
He's out of here. He's out of here.
Get him out of. I don't understand.
Okay, so why is he still here then?
Because his front office doesn't have a GM.
So why is he still here then? If he's
GM
out of here, out of here, it took the Mets 2 years than they should have to move JD Davis. How long do you think this motherfucker's going to be here?
Can we just have a GM that has a pair of, massive balls? Like, that's all I ask. Like, just realize that, hey, move some assets, burn through some prospect capital, and get me actually good players. Don't give me Darren.
I mean, all I'm seeing is that all four of the guys are hitting the ball harder than the entire major league team. So it's like, why not?
Just move them all. Get up out of here. Get all these fat guys out of here.
Should Francisco Alvarez? He should. I hope so. If he does end the Mets' offensive slump, so be it. If he is the Michael Conforto, gets called up early, turns into God.
No, that's Beatty, by the way. If that's gonna happen, the Conforto arc is for Beatty, not for Alvarez. Alvarez is the Juan Uribe, just hitting fat nukes with a what's it called? It doesn't fit. That's more Francisco Alvarez. Beatty is the Conforto.
What's it called? It doesn't fit.
You know what I'm talking about. Juan Uribe. Just Google Juan Uribe and doesn't fit. You'll figure it out.
I don't know why you're sugarcoating against this.
Hey, we got children. Zariza's here. He's a child. They're like 12.
I don't think so.
But no, again, they just again. We know the kids are old. We didn't think Alvarez would be here, but Beatty will be here in like mid-July. So it'll be great. Even though gotta get that Escobar. One. I mean, I doubt that. You're like 12. You're not 18. Come on, you're a child.
Escobar,
bro. You probably still watch Teletubbies, bro. It's okay. It's okay. But no, again, the two didn't he got his second hit yesterday, right? Didn't Escobar finally get a bloop hit? What is he 2 for 19 now? And Beatty will be back.
I don't like this lineup.
And
I'm going to straight up say it. I just don't like this lineup.
I mean, it's got a lot of again. They got nice guys. They got what they like. They don't got a Padres lineup. I don't like
this lineup. I really don't.
They don't got a Brave. I left look at all the teams in the National League. The Mets don't even have a top 6 lineup in the National League. Take the Padres.
Top 7.
Top 7. I take the Padres. I take the Braves.
Top 17.
I'll take the Phillies. Cardinals, definitely.
The bottom half of the Phillies lineup is putrid.
But their top end talent actually hits the ball over the fence.
They're top heavy as hell. But
they got Kyle Schwarber hitting nukes, so it's okay. And then JT and
the
Trey
Phillies
Turner.
without Bryce, it's kind of brutal though.
It's still, but then you're implying that Bryce is coming. Hoskins isn't, and don't worry, Dombrowski will trade.
Yeah, Hoskins that's crazy to think. Hoskins probably played his last game as a Philly.
Yeah, he's gone. He's a free agent. Hey, he's a free agent, DH option. Kidding.
I'll take Hoskins. He's got he knows how to actually pull a damn fly ball.
If we're adding
they
a
might
DH,
duo him. It's possible they could. Yeah.
No. What is it? Qualifying offer, yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense that he does get the
But I don't want to there's like a love-hate relationship with Phillies fans with Hoskins. Like I don't know what's the Mets comp version. Like I don't think for us at Escobar, it's like the difference. I can't really say because like fans hate Reese Hoskins, but he's productive. Like he's still they hate because they think he's better than what
Haskins is good. Haskins is a good.
Haskins?
He's a good hit.
Haskins?
Haskins is a good hit. Dwayne Haskins, he's dead.
Hudson Haskins, Orioles prospect that we talked about.
Oh.
Pop. He hits the ball with a ballpark. But again, you can make the argument that the Mets don't even have a top 7 lineup in the National League. That's a problem.
Didn't get that big bat. Our offense is I mean, we did get Kami Fam, so I wouldn't.
We got
judge
we got
his-
Tommy and Tim LeCastro's here too. On base, Chad Tim LeCastro.
It's just the problem with this. The problem with this is that they saw a lot of these big bats as like luxury and not necessity.
Yep.
And yeah, the Mets lineup is complete for the role that each of these guys play.
Fraudulent.
But
they like
they're not a World Series lineup. It just isn't. It's not a World Series lineup. And I is it a good? I've never said it's a bad lineup.
No, I haven't.
Do I hate the lineup and how it's constructed? Yes. It's not a bad lineup.
And I don't even think
it's just not good enough.
And I don't even think if you put Beatty and Alvarez full time, I still don't think it's that good of a lineup. I think it's better, but it's still not like doesn't put the fear of God in me. Like even if Beatty and Alvarez are themselves, we know they are.
Okay. Beatty and Alvarez in the lineup, but what if we raise you a Luke Ritter?
I mean, Luke Ritter is that home. I mean, replace Luis Guillorme with Luke Ritter. That's 20 home run pop right there. Like Luke Ritter is the guy. Dude, imagine a bench of Tim LeCastro, Luke Ritter. What the hell's the guy?
I don't want to imagine that. So let's
not Francisco. Who's our guy? Abraham Almonte in the outfield. Like make a bench of what is it? Are they single below average?
I assume.
Yeah. I mean Jeff McNeil's kind of below average. It's kind of below average. All he does is singles. It's ground balls. Doesn't he have like a 90% ground ball rate this year? Like, sure this guy's even that good? Come on. I don't know. I cut myself. No.
I've moved past the.
Ow! Pop my shoulder.
Moved past the Jeffrey trolling at this
point.
I
mean, yeah,
I'm too frustrated with too many other aspects of this team. That,
There's too many other guys I hate to start slandering McNeil again. No team.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's Alonso or die. That's what you're looking at right now.
I mean, I can comfortably say they're better than the Royals.
Lindor's a good hitter. They have good hitters. It's just they're not. It's just not good enough. It isn't.
Again, if this is like 19,
and we knew this going into the season.
Yeah. I mean, if this was like 1990s, I think this lineup would be valued more. But we're playing in 2023, like ish, all about that.
1983 Cardinals or whatever. 1982.
Oh God, no, but they don't have the speed like that. But if they like that singles, move on, pass the baton, they would fit perfectly in any other generation. Just not this one.
Listen, if it's, I mean, yeah, okay, it's too early for negativity, I'm sure, but it never is too. It's never too early for like simple criticism into how we know that this lineup is not good enough. How do we know? What did they do last year when it mattered most? They didn't come through. This team wasn't good enough. This lineup was not good enough. I understand they won 101 games, but that's not the goal here.
They've won 3 games.
That's not the goal here. You don't see them hanging a banner for 101 wins. You see them hanging a banner for a World Series championship.
They did hang a banner for 101 wins, the wild card banner. They're gonna show that tomorrow.
Yeah, but they put it in one. They put it in that one thing or whatever, which is fine, whatever. But
they are hanging. You can't be. They did hang a banner. They got a banner on the wall.
Yeah, well,
not the important one, but we did get one. But again, what the record? They're 3-4. What's the record?
3-4.
3-4.
Below 500.
Below 500, man. When was the last time the Mets were last year? The Mets were never under 500 last year. It's problems.
500. The inconsistent offense is last season.
Can't shake the black cat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like how this offense is set up. I just don't, and I haven't for a while.
Okay, and there's
I feel like they could have gotten away with it with the non-shift rules but like now it's just.
And they can't fix it during the season. There is no way to fix this lineup during the season unless it's drastic changes. They won't do. So this is the lineup we got. Maybe
there's too much useless fat on this roster that they refuse to let go of. And it's not even just with hitters. It's with pitchers as well. I mean, like there's some guys that are here that like there's no reason why they should be here, but it's just basically it's never in terms of talent. Like they don't evaluate things in talent, and they really should be evaluating things in terms of talent because of the unlimited resources they're supposed to have. Like, yes, they have cut dead weight. They have cut their Dom Smiths, their Robinson Canoes, their Darren Ruffs. But there still is guys on this team that still should not be here. They should have been gone. Or, some guys that should be moved for assets for where they can build something in the future and build depth and, bring up the quantity with more quality. They lost last year because of pitching. They lost last year because they got one hit in an elimination game. I mean, we could blame Bassett all we want, but let's be real for a second. One hit in an elimination game ain't going to get it done.
And it wasn't even a homer. It was a weak single.
Yep.
But again.
They rely on Alonso and Lindor way too much. And yes, they're your top gun stars, but there is, if you were to look at a lineup like the Braves, 1 through 9, they have guys 1 through 9 who at any point, if they get a hold of one, that thing's going over the fence.
And think about
it.
You know what I mean? And they've lost Dansby Swanson and Freddie Freeman, and they're still one of the best offenses in baseball. Like, imagine if we lost. Like, that's a correlation to like adding, losing Alonso and losing Lindor, and yet they're better. Like, that's what I mean. And they don't believe in hitting singles. None. They don't. Dansby Swanson was the perfect example.
I don't like their full approach.
Oh yeah, they just swing. That's
they swing the fences. I want balance here. We're the exact opposite of them.
But this team needs that. Like they have the guys who can give you the pesky beats, Nemo, McNeil. They have that. They need some just guys that just, you know what? I don't care about getting singles. I need guys just swinging for the fences, and that's all they. I'm not saying Joey Gallo, but I'm saying just I don't care about singles. I need some guys who just hit the ball out of.
I need guys who can actually pull fly balls too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't care if they go out left, center, right. As long as they're going over the fence, I don't really care where.
Yeah, but you're actually going to sustain something by pulling the ball.
We want to fluke our way to a World Series. So that's the team model.
Yeah, because that worked with J.D. Davis for a long time. Just using the gap. Also with Wilson Ramos, when the guy just refused to pull the fucking baseball.
J.D. Davis did a home run today. And Wilmer Flores and Conforto with 2.
Yeah, off of a 60-mile-an-hour eephus. No one. He finally pulled a baseball. Look, what did he fucking do? Everyone should be acting after Conforto right now and pull everything. Say fuck it.
Nah, Conforto's again. He had like 4 hits today. Hit the grand slam, a 3-run homer, and what a double and a single.
It's pull Fordo.
No, he ain't pulling. It's not about pulling the ball. It's all about just putting it over the fence.
He hasn't gone to the opposite field once this year so far.
Nah, see, you gotta be all
it's pull
around
season. It's time to pull.
We don't have a Yankee Stadium.
Stop being so fat and turn your damn body.
We don't have a Yankee Stadium. Well, tomorrow we'll see how the new dimensions play. Because we've been talking about it. Let's see what actually makes a difference.
We're losing games in late innings without Diaz. I mean, to be honest, Diaz, we needed to get rid of Diaz in 2019, so now you're getting to see it. So
they blow one game in the ninth. I guess I don't know what happened. They blow one game in the ninth. Oh, season's over. Diaz blows games too. Dalton Varsho says hi. Like, even prime Diaz last year gave a home run to Dalton Varsho. So it happens.
No.
Yeah. Dalton Varsho and his 40-mile-an-hour homer off of Diaz last season. Like, it happens. But, Liam Hendricks will be a man of the deadline. It's all good.
They gave DeGrom the lead 3 times against the Braves. Give him the lead 3 times against the Braves in that game?
Against Oakland. I know they did that against Oakland. I remember the Brave game.
Oh, yeah, Oakland. Yeah.
The Oakland, they gave him the lead, and you shouldn't have.
Well, I mean, in that playoff game, DeGrom was the only pitcher that showed up. So.
And he was mediocre. He gave 3 runs. He was mediocre.
He gave up 2 runs.
No, it was 3 runs. It was 3.
2.
It was 3. 2 homers.
It was 2.
No, it was 2 homers and 3 runs allowed.
2.
No, it was 3. No, it's 3.
You're really going to make me look this up, are you?
No, it's 3. He gave it to Homer or I should put
You
two
are
in?
insufferable. I hope you know
I
that.
know. I'm not here much now, so I got to be when I'm on camera. The insufferability turned it up 9. Oh yeah,
Girl singing the national anthem for the Syracuse game is so nervous. Yeah, they're about to.
yeah. You got to
start up.
watch Nick Plummer. Not Nick Plummer. He's in Louisville now. Mendix there. Bentos. Is Ronnie playing? I didn't think Ronnie playing. Is he playing? Yeah, he is. He's been playing.
Talk about Ronnie Mauricio. I mean, what is there really to talk about?
This
I mean,
is not a Mauricio video. This is an Alvarez video. We're not talking about Ronnie. Ronnie gets his own video. Did we talk? No, you scrapped the Ronnie video. We had a Ronnie video coming out. You scrapped it.
We did talk about Ronnie, but
yeah, he's there and he's not really. He ain't talk. We're not talking about him because there's two other guys.
Jacob DeGrom, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts.
3 runs,
Go
2
fuck
earned.
yourself.
Yeah. See, it's 3 runs, 2 earned. See, that's how it works. That McNeil error.
There was no. Acevedo gave up the 3rd run. You're the worst.
But I don't know. It's not like he pitched well yesterday anyway. He's literally the only start.
He gave up 2 runs and struck out 11.
Hey, mediocre for Jake. It needs to be a 0. This is that's supposed to be this GOAT generational pitcher. Only 1 run or no runs. 0 ERA.
What's up, Eric? How you doing?
What's up, Eric? All right.
So yeah, Beatty should be in the lineup tomorrow for Syracuse, even though he should be in the lineup for the home opener.
So why can't Eduardo Escobar get like those Tommy Hunter back spasms? Like, just go away. He's my back
important
hurt.
to the team.
Just go away. Hang out in the clubhouse.
Ready for Tyler McGill tomorrow? He's pitching a complete game tomorrow.
He's literally going 5 and fly. That's what Tyler McGill is. 5 and.
No.
Yeah.
Learn baseball, please.
5 runs. 5 innings, 2 runs, walk 4, win.
Tyler McGill.
No, it's never gonna happen. He's never again. Like you guys, I laugh. We make fun of David Peterson supporters. McGill, the supporters, are even more delusional. Like they're both 5 starters. They're nothing more, nothing less. They're just back end 5th starters, 4th if you're lucky. Like they're not that good.
You're a dope. You know, if Brett Beatty was in the lineup, both Canna and Escobar would play better. I mean, yeah.
I mean, Escobar.
Canna,
Escobar can't handle the heat. He knows the kid's coming, and he's 2 for 6, 2 for 19. Like,
okay, Escobar never was able to handle the heat. I mean, what have I talked about? The guy can't hit in high leverage.
Can't handle.
He's never been able. Jesus Christ, never been able to hit with a high heat. But there's no reason why he should be here. There isn't, but you know.
You can he could take.
There's so many guys.
If he just took Guillorme's spot, I don't think he'd care. Like, just be the backup.
Guys you can literally just throw into the fucking waste bin on this team.
And he's a free agent, so he's going after the season anyway. So it's okay.
Good one. Escobar forever.
He's gone after the season. And then we signed Matt Chapman and we put Beatty in left. Or we signed a left fielder and we trade Beatty for a starter.
I don't think McGill's stuff is declined. I think he's just trying to get a hold of it. I don't know. We'll see.
Again, he's a fit starter. Like the sooner you guys realize he's just a fit starter, the dumber you guys won't look. He's just a fit starter. He's a swingman starter.
See, I know I know something that you don't know. So just
again, he's a fit starter. Like he's an upgraded version of Trevor Williams. Like that's what he is. It's nothing more, nothing less. He's not going to be an ace. He'll be a 4 at the highest ceiling is a 4. He's a 5th starter, just like David Peters. Exactly, 4 starter. That's it. Not a free agent. That's the option. No, again, and they're going to decline that shit if Brett Beatty. They better decline that shit. It's a 2-year guarantee, and they send this dude to freaking.
Why would we do that?
Exactly. Send his ass to Guam.
Why would we?
I know there's
why
an
would we do that?
The option doesn't matter. Get him out of here.
Why would we decline that option? Why would we do that?
Why would we do that? Because that would make sense, and there's better options literally in the free agent market if you want to get an actual.
Too young. Beatty's too young.
Exactly. Again, Epler and Buck hate kids, so he's not going to play anyway.
They hate children.
They hate children. They hate if you don't have gray hair. You're past your prime. Epler finds you and loves you, and Buck loves you. But if you have a beautiful set of black, have black hair, actually in your prime, Mets don't want you. They don't like you. Yeah, we'll see. Again, don't go out and sign. Well, Kevin Gausman chose to go to Toronto, but don't go out and get Rodon. No, go get Verlander. Don't go out and get guys who actually have.
No, we
more
had to
years
get
ahead than
Verlander
behind.
because we had to get Verlander because DeGrom is injury prone.
I mean, yeah, but he's still I don't know. Again, that update was I the only one that saw the Verlander update and this is didn't think this is just gonna be Jed Lowry. He's still throwing. The update wasn't even an update. He got scanned.
Why does that even come as a comparison? It's
I'm like, but why did you it wasn't even an update. Oh, he got scanned and he's still gonna throw.
Oh, he's injured. Let's call him Jed Lowry.
But no, it was the same update we got last week. Oh, he got imaged. He's still throwing. Okay, are we moving forward in the process? Are we at the same spot? Because we knew he was throwing. There was no progress. There was no regression. It was just oh, he got imaged.
No, there was regression.
There's regression, not regression, very much so. But
he's throwing 91 in spring training.
Hey, it's all about spotting, bro. Give me a team full of nope. Find the location, but I don't know. We'll see. It's not like these $80 million just comes off.
You can't be throwing 91-mile-an-hour fastballs as a fucking right-handed starting pitcher.
Yeah, you can. Zach Greinke throws 89.
You can't if you want to be good.
Zach Greinke throws 89. He's going to Hall of Fame.
Greinke's a way different case, okay? And he's already out of his prime, okay?
What are you talking about? He's throwing 46-mile-an-hour eephus. There's nothing wrong with that. He's making Rich Hill jealous about those beautiful eephus pitches he throws. Greinke,
why do you think this is funny?
I enjoy it. I'm having fun. You take everything so seriously. You need to loosen up.
Yeah, I mean, I take it seriously because you're stupid.
Again, there's nothing wrong with that. We watch the Mets. If you don't lighten up, you're gonna die at 12. Yeah. The Rangers again.
Neither can Verlander though. He hasn't even pitched a goddamn game yet.
But he has a 0. Jacob deGrom doesn't have a 0 ERA.
0 innings pitched.
Hey, 0 ERA.
Give me innings.
Exactly. He's going on this, to taking a break or something. His armpit's stinky, I guess. I guess he's got his armpit stinky at this point. I guess.
Greg Maddux 100. Yeah, this is. Yeah, that's years ago. This is this era.
Yeah, that was before
a thing called good fastball.
The dinosaurs were walking around with Maddux playing, so it's okay.
The game has changed.
I love making fun of older, even 90s baseball. Bro, they were throwing 91. Come on. Bro, those guys wouldn't survive.
This era of baseball, you need a good fastball.
I just love making fun of older baseball. It's fun. It's they threw 91. Chill out. You couldn't even pitch in AAA in 91 now. Can't even get in the minor leagues. He's throwing 102 and the 4,000 RPM sliders. Just stupidity.
4,000 RPM. That's not even possible.
That's possible. I saw what's it go throw.
Not possible at all.
That was pretty sticky stuff. That was during sticky stuff. Just spinning that ball.
That's not even possible.
I'd make it possible. It's okay. I saw Donkey Kong throw it in Donkey Kong Country, so it happened. Not having too much. All right, there's nothing else we're talking about. Let's wrap this shit in 5.
No, I have something I want to talk about, but
I'll talk about it then. We're sitting here silent. I'm talking about Donkey Kong Country.
So Carlos Carrasco.
Okay, let's go here.
Pitched complete shit, and then we're getting this whole spiel about the pitch clock, and he's getting all of these violations, and going into the 5th inning, 89 miles an hour fastball.
Yep.
Which is not good. It's already been established that his fastball is not good. So okay. First of all, we all know how much I hate excuses, right? Just straight up say that you pitch like shit, right? Just say it. You pitch like shit. But like, there's no way that your arm is tired because you're going at a different pace. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Like, come on. What, this is what's injuring pitchers now? Throwing at a faster pace now?
I could believe that excuse for like a guy like Hunter Green. I really can't use that for a guy who throws.
But he said he's not even hurt, though.
Like, he's definitely hurt. You know he's definitely. You know when that velocity ticked down, you know he's hurt. But he's like, you know what, I'm going to keep going. I can understand, again, I can understand the speeding. If you're Hunter Green, you're throwing 105 consistent. Okay. That could cause an injury. Carrasco don't throw hard, so it's like he's not a guy who, like, that excuse can go for you. If that's, Chapman, Hunter Green, Emmanuel Clase, guys like that, okay, I can understand that excuse and be like, okay, it's kind of a valid excuse. The guy's throwing 105 every pitch. Like, okay, you speed him up, that's going to definitely could increase chance of getting injured. Carlos Carrasco is not that big a kind of pitcher. So I don't want, from him, he really cannot use that excuse. He's throwing 92. Like,
everyone was ready to boot Carl. I'm still ready to boot Carlos. I've had enough. He's not really that good. They should have just moved him at the highest value last year. And I don't think there was a savior down the stretch. The savior was Trevor Williams. There was a savior down that stretch. That dude was hurt for the last 2 months of the season. So, I mean, let's be real for a second. Yes, okay, he's a proven veteran, fantastic, but he's just not that guy anymore. Like it's not true. He ain't there. Like it's just not a deal.
Again, I'm not. Again, you guys have this argument. Peterson, they're all just fifth starters, and I don't even think Carrasco can be a fifth starter in today's. I think Peterson's a
AAA pitcher.
He's a Dylan Bundy.
Peterson belongs in AAA, right? Tyler McGill can be an ace, right?
No, he cannot.
Carlos Carrasco is washed. But yeah.
Again, it's
maybe you got another option. Tyler McGill, and then maybe you get better results.
Realize that he's just a 5, maybe a 4, and your life will be so much easier. But again, the problem with the Mets is they haven't been able to develop pitching, so you have to rely on these guys who.
Wrong. They had DeGrom, Syndergaard, Matt.
That was 6 years ago. No,
Wheeler.
That was 8 years ago. That picture was taken 8 years ago. If you can't develop any other pitchers in 8 years, that's a problem. Rafael Monte. Again, it's been 8 years. They haven't developed.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't
exactly.
know
It's been 8 years, and they haven't developed a single, even middle rotation pitcher. Like,
I mean, they're able to develop guys fine. It's just they kill them.
Who?
They kill them.
No, when McGill and Peterson are your only in the last 8 years to develop as starters, that's a problem.
But that shouldn't be a problem, to be honest, because Peterson, first round pick pedigree. I mean,
shut your fucking mouth.
I mean, it's not coming from me.
What is the last? And he's the last pitcher they've taken in the first round, and that was 2018. When did we draft Peterson? 18.
16.
16. That's the last pitcher they've taken in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Every other pick has been on possession players. And they're not hitting with gems, so it's like I don't know why. I don't know. Like they can. It's then you look at teams like Tampa and the Dodgers. They develop.
Who would want Matt Harvey back? Like,
no, Matt Harvey.
I would have liked to move Carrasco for like 2 younger arms with like controllable things.
Again,
we really need to keep this rotation of guys who are just 40 years old. So.
No, they don't want kids. They don't want prospects. They just want a bunch of 45 and 35-year-old pitchers. If you're not in between that age range, you don't pay for the Mets. Like it's just they are hell bent on.
And then everybody gets frustrated that they get hurt.
Oh, exactly. But then there's no depth. So
It's just it's aggravating. I can't.
I don't know. Again, it's early.
Oh my God, Verlander's already hurt. Yeah, because he's fucking 40. He's 40 years old.
Carrasco's velocity's down. Yeah, he's 36, and he's coming off like 4 injuries in the last 2 years. Like, he's not going to be throwing 94 anymore. Like, he's going to be 89, 92. If you're lucky. But again, this team it's still a good team. It's early. I'm not saying the season's over. Like, jokingly, yeah, I'm going to say season's over. But again, plenty of time to write it. But there's no, another injury. You're looking at Budo. Well, I like, but he's not. Again, he's kind of that same McGill range. He's a 5. Like, he's a 5th starter at best.
Don't even. I will end you.
They're literally the same caliber pitcher.
If you put McGill and Budo in the same,
they're the same thing. They're 5th
range,
starters.
You're mentally challenged.
They're 5th starters. They're nothing more, nothing
You're
less.
mental. You're mental.
Budo's already better than Trevor Williams, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely not.
Again, and then Dylan Bundy.
Absolutely not.
So again, if we lose one more pitcher, we're looking at Budo and
talk
Bundy.
about 5 and fly. That's what Jose Budo is.
Exactly.
Jose Budo can't keep the ball out of the air.
Who cares?
Jose Budo does not have a good fastball. You need that to be a starter.
He has an amazing changeup.
Changeups are useless. They are useless.
No,
we could do Collins. Should we do Collins? I don't know. You want to?
I got maybe a half hour with it, then I'm getting out of here. So
I got nowhere to be right now.
I know. Yeah, you don't. You're a content.
I got nowhere to be right now. I'm actually free, but.
So if you want to throw Collins, fine. Oh God, here we go. Disrespectful Rhino. This is what happens when a Rhino starts working, and then he comes to do this, and it's like, everyone stop being negative. That's in my code of normalcy. Because if you live in the fake positivity world,
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the potential, because I know that at one point you're gonna see something useful, and
of what?
Whether that does have small airtime or whether it doesn't,
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh man,
being a troll. Hold on.
Right. Yeah, dropped. I guess I could deal with a little bit. I guess for a couple of minutes.
I'm making sure I can.
Yeah, don't
trying to see if I didn't miss anything. Hold on.
Yeah, don't leak the private DMs. It's not nothing the world needs to see in those.
Okay.
GM Rhino.
I guess.
Technical difficulties as he's putting in his social security number, I think, as we speak. So it's all good. But I don't know.
Remembering your social security number.
Yeah, because
your address.
Yeah, because when you're an adult, you have to do adult things, and they ask for adult things.
Imagine remembering your address as well.
Yeah, I mean, I need to get my card sent by, I need my pictures back. I need my 8x10 tonight. So the link has been dropped. Again, we all know the rule. What was Frank's rules?
There really is not any rules.
There really is. When the old man
I don't really make this as strict as you guys.
Yeah, the old man made it clear.
I like to be very nice to everyone and very welcoming.
Exactly.
My sunshine self, and that's it.
Of course, just don't be a complete idiot, because I'm here, and that's enough of idiocy. I'm here, so.
Yeah,
So, all right. So I'm just looking. I gotta clean my desk over here.
New York Presbyterian patch.
I haven't seen it.
All right.
I saw the tweet. Did they show the picture of what the patch looks like?
It's basically a box.
Okay.
And they have like 2 lines of.
I know who did I see the other day?
I can pop it up.
I think it's who has more Motorola, because that one's huge. I'm like, they could just make them small, like whatever, like kind of like the MLB debut patch. Okay, the fact they've made them like the whole shoulder is kind of ridiculous.
With how weak the catcher position is, it will happen if he does perform. Yeah,
especially that Adley's in the American League makes it a lot easier for him. He just has kind of like Will Smith and JT to beat out.
Why are we talking about Adley?
Well, I'm talking about prospects and catchers, and Adley was the god that he is. And we're talking about all-star catchers.
What's going on, Zarice? How you doing?
Hola. What?
All right, so how do you feel about Alvarez? He's up.
Oh, yeah. He's saved my life. Narvaez took one for the team.
That's the type of guy he is.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
He's
He's
just one of those. I mean,
fucking-
it couldn't have been Tomas Nito, but it had to be Omar Narváez, the only offensive catcher.
honestly, Narvaez would probably play if it were Nito. So more than Alvarez. So I don't know. It's like Alvarez, like he's the kind of bat the lineup kind of needs right now. So it really is.
Yeah, they
Just-
do. I mean, it
Not
would have been
gonna say
nice
I'm
to get
happy.
someone who. It would have been nice to get someone, on the free agent market who, is proven to hit for power and protect Alonso.
Bro, did you
This
not see
offseason
Darren Ross WRC
nice.
plus against lefties last year?
Someone
Okay.
like the best shortstop in the league. I would have liked someone like that.
I mean, Trey Turner would have been a good bat to have in this
Mm.
lineup, but I don't think.
Oh no, I'm not
Here's the
talking about
problem
that
with
white
that.
supremacist.
Here,
I mean,
here, let me-
that number two guy wouldn't have been that bad. but-
Here's the problem with signing Correa. The ankle and
He's made up pastrami. I mean,
even
it is a
though
pastrami
even
ankle.
though him on one leg is still better than Escobar and Guillorme combined, we have to balk on something that
We don't know how the ankle's gonna hold up though. Like
No.
it could easily.
No.
It was obviously a huge concern. Why would Cohen, who was commenting before it was official, back
This is
out
the
of it if
perfect
it wasn't a serious concern? Like it's obviously a serious concern. I'm just saying. Like
yeah, he's
We had
got
to
some.
show it to
he's
8
got some
doctors.
real, Cohen's got some real balls. I can tell you that. But
I mean, hell, he literally went behind what's it called?
I
Back
feel like the
two.
risk had to be taken with someone, and it's like they.
It's
Just
going to
didn't
be Juan
wanna-
Soto in 2 years. That's what.
Shut the fuck up. Like,
I can't.
okay,
Describe
what are we
you
gonna
how
do
much-
in between now and those 2 years?
Make the
Nothing?
playoffs. And we're going to be the Washington Capitals. We're going to make the
Call
playoffs.
up
And go to-
Mauricio to be the DH or left fielder or whatever.
They're basically just saying our trade acquisitions are going to be our prospects,
No, they are.
and that's how we're going to improve.
and
the
Jose
lineup.
Quintana's
That's it.
and Quintana's a trade deadline acquisition.
Quintana
'Cause
not
they
being in the
were- I mean,
rotation saved my life.
They're still refusing to move pieces that are,
Expendable.
that have lack of flexibility or have a few pieces and a few strengths that they could apply, but they don't apply it at like a great level where it actually has some kind of impact. And that's what they want. They just want a bunch of guys who do something okay, and when they do, it's hooray. But it's like that's how I feel about Tommy Pham. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about him. Like, yeah, he does something well, but like, what else does he do to actually give me some flexibility? Like, yeah, he'll hit lefties. Great. That can come in handy. But like, is he gonna hit righties? Is he gonna play any defense? Is he going to do anything? Like, no. Like,
If he
I
pulls the
feel
ball.
like it's a limited like thing. I mean, maybe he was trolling, and maybe he has like some kind of amazing run, but I can tell you right now, if Tommy Pham's your best hitter, you have a problem. You have a massive problem.
Hey, he was a 6.5 win player in 2017, so 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say?
27.
If we get
Exactly,
that
it's
Tommy
like-
Pham, he could be our best hitter.
If we do get that Tommy Pham, but I'm not trying to
Again,
focus
that's
on that.
6
if,
years
you
ago.
know?
The man
I'm trying to
has
tell
great
you,
hitters
he's
now.
just
It
as
doesn't happen.
talented as he was back then.
No.
If he was pulling the ball. He's been pulling the ball. If he's pulling the ball,
If he pulls
gonna
the
be a
ball
seven-
like
he's
that,
gonna
I'll
be
be
se-
fine.
he's
I'd
gonna be a
fine.
7 WAR player if he pulls the ball.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. 7 WAR.
I know.
Actually, I think he might have been on pace for like 8 WAR.
I don't know, because Buck's gonna like Tim LaCastro against lefties a little bit.
Exactly,
better,
bro.
I think,
Tim
at the
LaCastro's
end
got
of the
that
year.
750 on base percentage. Like, we love that. 75% of the time he's on base. We love those.
Getting hit by the pitch is not an
Hey.
art. Okay.
I'm
It's an art
genuinely
form.
happy.
Him and Canna, the kings of getting hit by pitch. That's all that matters.
Thank God we DFA'd Ruff. Like I was kind of defensive. I just like he didn't even show anything in spring. It's like I think Tommy Pham's a way better option than him. at
Well,
that
to be honest,
specialty at
like
this point.
I kind of accepted that they were gonna give Ruff a chance, but like as soon as I heard the wrist arthritis, I'm like, okay, it's over.
Vientos
It's
space
done.
hit.
Like it cut it off.
And
It's-
it-
I mean,
and
I was ready to move him,
Mhm.
whatever.
And I'll shout out Frank, and here's Frank's logic. Since he's been cut, has anyone picked him up? You
No.
always say, oh, how much? Does anyone in the Phillies need a left-handed first baseman or left-handed killing first baseman because they got Derek Hall?
He went for 4 assets.
He went for 4
So
assets.
he's apparently valuable.
Fam was going to be the
There's a billion worse trades in recent Mets history than that. Like, even the Lucchese trade is miles worse. Like, miles worse.
Blake Taylor for Jake Marisnik. I couldn't think about it when we did the podcast. There was plenty of trades that we could discuss.
I think the Lucchese trade is just like
I care about how it works out for the Mets.
Who's the guy we just traded for Andy Rodriguez? The top catching prospect now.
Was it Lucchese?
It was Lucchese. That was the trade. We traded Lucchese and we gave up Andy Rodriguez, who's a top 20 prospect. Like, not saying that he would be like in our system still, but like.
But like, do we know if he's actually going to be successful at the major league
That's
level?
not the point. If we had him, we'd have a much deeper farm and we can move him.
Okay, hell is frozen over when me and this guy and the Rhino are on the same page. Hell's frozen over. This is just what it makes sense.
I mean, the Baez trade was way worse. For
what we got back, I mean, Lucchese hasn't really done.
Baez
on the shelf.
Lucchese is also just like fucking horrible. Like I he's just terrible. Like I'm not
the reason why Lucchese's here is because he can throw with his left hand.
He can throw exactly.
And that's just and that's kind of like the deal with like a majority of left-handed guys that are on the
by Brad Hansdale
that are on the roster. And, maybe hopefully in one day we say fuck it and do what the Astros did, just get a bunch of right-handed guys who just throw gas. But like
all of our guys get hurt.
Still like their old-fashioned piece.
PCA
is going to be a stud, I think. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, yeah, okay, we gave up PCA, but like that's not what I'm like. It's a sunk cost at this point. I just care about what the Mets got in return.
Robinson, okay, if we want to do absolutely no value, Robinson, Chirinos, and Todd Frazier in the 2020 deadline. What'd they do? Like, you got plenty of guys that trade for at the deadline
what did we give up,
did nothing.
What did we give up in there?
We gave up 3 assets for.
What did we give up?
We gave up 2 assets for what's it called, Chirinos. Exactly, and it's the same.
Jordan Humphreys.
Jordan Humphreys is a goat, bro. Don't disrespect Jordan Humphreys like that.
I think people are just fed up with the amount of players we gave up.
Again, yeah. The only guy that can come back to bite us is Carson Seymour. If Carson Seymour becomes an elite reliever, okay. That's the only thing that could bite us in the back. JD Davis, who cares? Like, the other guys who really get it. It's Carson Seymour. If the Giants pitching lab turns him into a top-flight reliever, then you can have that discussion. But before that, yeah, there really isn't anything in that trade. JD Davis,
I think.
Like,
Seymour's a bit older. But like that doesn't exactly.
He is a bit older, but
And
again, with our front office and our manager, would a 27-year-old, 25-year-old reliever, a la why is Grant Hartwig still just chilling down in Syracuse? Oh wait, they don't like kids. So
I don't. Yeah, I have to cut him.
Relievers
slack.
is a little bit different, but
like he kind of was the kind of player we needed, but. Like, I mean, there was no way
he got that one hit. Remember, he got that one hit versus the Braves when we were getting killed 8-0 and made it 8-3. So that was his highlight.
No way to possibly predict that he would fall off that bad. It's just.
I think
there's many other things I'm more mad at.
He was 35 at the years old at the time.
Exactly. His best career was in Korea. Like I get it.
His track record was very.
I think they look for these guys who just do one thing properly, and like when they're not doing it at the level that it was sustained to at the beginning, it just they don't do anything. Like it's just I don't know. I
crazy. Mauricio struck out. The season's over.
Again, the Syracuse game. It's 5:30.
The season's been over.
The season's over. Mauricio struck out. Vento struck out. It's all over. But what else? Steven Matz. He pitched yesterday. I think he pitched.
Seymour has not pitched yet. Yeah, because he's in Hyatt. That's right. I keep forgetting because like they start like a week later than AAA.
You guys have been killing.
You guys been to City this year? I mean, yeah, I have. I actually did take a tour of it like a few months ago. Yeah.
I'll say this. I'll see the Mets in Kansas City and St. Louis. If this team decides to make the playoffs, maybe I'll see them in October.
Dude, Mauricio's actually
Stop staring at me like that.
It's now like 11-14.
Who?
Mauricio only has an 1114 OPS now.
That's
So,
bad OPS.
Dear Lord.
We need 2,000 OPS. We need the Tim LeCastro opening.
I wish I could just pop
spring
the minor
training.
league game on here, but
I
then I
would-
would just get popped off the sites.
Exactly. So, how much longer you want to go? You know,
I mean,
Go.
I want to watch minor league. actually,
Exactly.
Right now, so
Yeah,
I
I'm
might pop it
fucking-
off, but
yeah.
um,
Oh, I got a giant Tommy. I just realized I got a giant Tommy Hunter card. Which fun? That's on my desk.
all right. I
Tommy
think we'll
Hunter's
end it
pretty
here. Last time Alvarez is coming up, #1 overall prospect. We've got Narvaez out for 2 months
rest of the
with
season.
a calf strain, right? Left calf strain, something
Left-
like that. I don't know.
Left capture.
And hopefully it's the first of many prospects to be called up because this team is too fucking old. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace. Let's go Mets. All that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys.